This is available at DraftKings. So these are NFL win totals, but in matchup form, head-to-heads. These are the four I liked the best. I actually liked a few more, and these were the four I liked the best. So the first one, Steelers plus 175 versus the Bengals, who are minus 160 in this matchup. Steelers plus 175 versus the Bengals. As much as my little buddy over here, Kelly Bidlin, sort of fade in Steelers mode on a perennial basis, I think there is a world where the Steelers have a better finishing record than the Bengals.
All right, another thing we should definitely throw out there, because if you are interested in betting these are at DraftKings. They are a three-way market, right? There is a tie that you have to incorporate, so just keep that in mind if you're going to bet.
Okay, I got the Steelers plus 175 versus the Bengals. I don't know if we have the Steelers schedule handy. I'll call it up here too. But there is a world where the Steelers get out to a ridiculous start here. As they did last year, by the way. I mean, they started out with the Jets, at the Jets, home Seattle, at New England, home Minnesota, then a bye, then home Cleveland. I mean, there's a world where 4-1 is maybe not even unlikely. Gosh. And if you start out with that kind of thing and bank those wins, they still have games against Indianapolis. They still have Chicago. They still have Miami. They still have Cleveland again. They still have division games where Pittsburgh's always feisty. And Cincinnati is, look, I'm bullish on Cincinnati, but you're giving me plus 175, and that's the point of this. The price is right. Give me the Steelers, plus 175 versus the Bengals. I also have the Tennessee Titans, plus 160 versus the Indianapolis Colts. Joe Pete and I were talking a little bit about this weekend. I think there is a doomsday scenario for the Colts.
Totally.
This is less about the Titans for me, which, by the way, we had Cleve in here and others who are bullish on the Titans. I get it. There's a scenario where the Titans are good-ish, right? 6 wins, 7 wins, that kind of thing. This is more about there's a scenario where the Colts, would it surprise you that much if Anthony Richardson was hurt and Daniel Jones sucked at football? And the Colts end up winning 4 or 5 games. Would not.
Or they both suck, right? Like right. I'm going to be the guy here that's always going to take a gamble on Anthony Richardson, but we've seen it. It could happen. He could start 3 games, be terrible, and then Daniel Jones goes in there, and guess what? He's not all that great either.
100%. Plus 160 on the Titans in that matchup with the Colts. Then I like this one boggles the mind to me. How are the Falcons plus 245 against the Buccaneers? Taking nothing away from the Bucs. Falcons have one of the top 4 easiest schedules in the National Football League. And if Michael Penix is anything like the flashes he showed at the end of last year, I don't know. I mean, as good as the Bucs may be, you don't think this is a neck and neck at the end of the season? I'll take plus 245 in a heartbeat on that. And then the final one is I just think one team is better than the other. Cardinals, not as sexy of a price, but minus 115 versus the Seahawks. I am bullish on the Cardinals. I am probably, per the market, bearish on the Seahawks. So those are the 4 I love the most.
So that's one, actually, though, you'd probably just rather play Falcons division price, plus 250.
Correct.
A little bit better.
With all of these, you should always not only shop from book to book, but within the same book, market to market. Yeah. So let me just say this again, what I was getting at earlier. First snaps, I don't think I'm betting those if those are available to us. I think it's just something we talk about to fill some time. These I would actually bet if we had these. You, sir.
Yeah, I split it in a couple tiers because the top 3 I would bet. Tier 2 is kind of like heavy leans. Commander, I was shocked this one wasn't on your list.
It was like 5th or 6th for me.
Yeah. Commanders laying a price against the Patriots, but I am just, and this is another one, this is more about the Patriots for me. I'm just not nearly as high on this Patriots team as a lot of others seem to be. I think there's just a lot of question marks that I still have. Can the defense really play as well as everybody expects it to? Can Drake May go back out there? I think Drake May looked good last year. Can that whole offense really take it to another level? That's a question mark for me, and I'm a believer in Daniels, man. As long as he's healthy out there, I'll lay a price. I haven't made any pro Commanders bets. This is the one. I actually think this would be the best way for me personally to want to play the Commanders. Ravens over the Lions. This is just I think that NFC North's going to be tough, Gil. I think the Lions do I don't think they're going to be bad, but I do think they take a slight step back. We're talking about 2 of the better teams in the NFL, right? But I do think they take a slight step back with the coordinator changes that they have to make, a couple changes on a change on the offensive line. I think that comes into play. And then the Broncos over the Chargers. This is probably the one I like the most, actually. Plus 110
like
over the
6 or 7
Chargers.
for me. Yep.
Now, Now, there's a lot on here, and I think this comes into play. You could say this about the Ravens, Lions. You could say this about the Broncos, Chargers. You could say this about a couple others further down the list for me, too. I'm a little scared of that tie coming into play. Like that is, I don't know if the Broncos are going to be better than the Chargers. They better buy them by 4 wins, and I don't have to be worried about this at all. I don't know, maybe. Okay, tier 2, Packers over the Vikings. This is just, I'm a little higher on the Packers, a little lower on the Vikings, and seemingly everybody. Ravens over the Chiefs. That one's tight. I would not bet this because I could see both those teams having really good records. But I thought plus money on the Ravens was a little surprising. And then the one we matched on, Cardinals over the Seahawks.
Let's freeze these and keep these close to us so we can actually examine these at the end of the season. The biggest difference between yours and mine, I took 3 big prices in 4 of mine.
Yeah.
You didn't take any big prices.
No.
And I think that'll be the way to do it. We'll see. Let's keep them in mind and look back at them at the end of the season.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at 0 cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.